If you're hurt, injured, don't waste time. Gary Johnson cries for every dime.
Welcome to Simply the Law, a program created by attorney Gary C. Johnson. Simply the Law provides free legal advice and encourages happiness and quality of life. Now, here's Simply the Law with Gary C. Johnson.
Hello, everyone. Welcome into Simply the Law. By the way, Happy New Year, and Happy New Year to you, friend.
Happy New Year. Guess what, folks? You don't have to start the diet till tomorrow. Isn't that good? That is your New Year's resolution, right?
Amen.
How you guys and gals doing? The world treating you okay? Hopefully no big fights this week. You're going to make all kinds of New Year's resolutions. They'll all last a week or so, right?
Maybe longer. Listen, I love this part of the year because you remember when we were kids, we called it do-overs or slip-overs. This is the time of the year that you get to take all the things you want to change and put them down on a paper, and you get to start fresh. I like it.
Just pull out last year's list and it'll save you some time. I remember one year Keith and I announced that we were on our 25th anniversary of our diet that we were going to have. New Year's resolution. Right, Keith?
Well, you know what gets me? I remember now distinctly last year we were going to try to lose 10 pounds or 12 pounds, and it was going to be 1 pound per month. And you said during that program, Keith, you can do it all this month. You can wait till the last month. You can do it then, but you're going to do 12 pounds. And I held up my hand and swore that I would do it. So when we started this show, Gary said, how'd you do over the weekend and how'd you do on the 12 pounds? I didn't do good at all. In fact, not only did I not lose the 12 pounds, I may have gained it.
Well, see, you misunderstood.
I went the wrong way.
Yeah, see, we talked 12 pounds, and Keith said, yeah, 12 pounds, I can do that. I know I can. I swear I can, and he did. Wrong direction, but he did. You guys getting along good, all of you? Having a wonderful time, understanding how special each and every one of you. Once you understand how special you are, you can understand how special someone else is, right? Come on, guys, gals. Agree they're special, okay? Just one little bit. It's fine. It's a wonderful time. It's New Year's Eve. We're starting a whole brand new year. How many of you thought you'd never make it to 2020? I sure didn't. But we did. Well, so far, we've got a few hours to go. But we're going to make it. And we're going to sing in and be in 2020. And it's going to be a wonderful, wonderful year because all of the things we've talked about this past year, you're going to remember every one of them. You're going to remember that you don't criticize, condemn, and complain. You're going to do all of those things. But most of all, this is the year that you, my friends, are going to learn to love yourself. If you don't make any other New Year's resolution, make that one. And if you can do that one, you won't need any of the others. They will take care of themselves. So again, I want to repeat to you, my friends, the New Year's resolution that I want each of you to make is to learn to love yourself. For the worthy human being you are, for the unique person you are, for the person that was made to be exactly the way you are, one of a kind, and appreciate yourself. Then you will be able to appreciate others. Now that's my statement on the New Year's resolution. Even though I'm going to give you a bunch more in a little while, but that's the one that matters.
Gary, I like the one, and I got to tell you, to Jim and to all the other people that I met over the Christmas break that came up to me and said, please tell Gary I watched the program and I listened to the radio program, and tell him thank you, because the information that he gives out makes me feel better. It makes me happier. And I loved hearing all of that from these individuals, because I knew not only were they feeling better and doing better, but they were spreading that to other people around them and making the whole world a better place because of it.
And it will. But the best thing you'll get from it is you'll be happy. All the other things will melt away. Once you understand yourself and your sense of worth, you will then start being happy. And it doesn't tell them what'll happen then, huh? Maybe others will look at you and say, hey, if he thinks he's worth a lot, maybe I think he's worth a lot. If he thinks he's handsome, maybe I'll think he's handsome. Who knows where it could go? Or she, the beauty queen, right? Who knows what the endless possibilities are that's out there if you could just do that one New Year's resolution, my friends, just that one, and keep it. And when you go into the next year, you don't need to make it. It's already done.
You had a little test that you told me about that I've thought about from time and time again. But Gary said, Keith, you'll know if you're doing a good job at these things when you walk into a room and if people are smiling and happy to see you coming in, or if they drop their head and they've got a frown. You'll know if you're doing the things right. And you're right about that. That is a great test. Are people smiling when you walk in?
That's right. The people not sneaking out the back door when you go in? Or somebody says, uh-oh, I got to go, it's my time, just as you came in. Just remember the resolution and you'll be fine. Let's take our first break. We'll be right back. I want to talk to you about a bunch of New Year's resolutions that you might want to make this year.
Wow, it's so hard to believe that 2019 is going to be over with in 2020. Well, let's start the year together, and what a better way to start than trying to be happy and learning. Stay with us. Gary C. Johnson and Simply the Law comes back right after this.
I'm Gary C. Johnson. I developed a method of representing my clients called Judo Law. Using Judo Law, our team set the record for the largest personal injury verdict in the state of Kentucky. No other law firm has even come close. We've had several multi-million-dollar verdicts since then. And guess what? Now, most of our cases settle. If you've been hurt and you need money fast, give us a call, pound hurt.
Welcome back into Simply the Law. Gary, I love the way you started the program, because you gave us the one New Year's resolution that will allow us to realize all the others. When we love ourselves first, then we'll lose the weight, we'll exercise, we'll be kinder to people, we'll be happier, we'll do all of those things when we're settled with the first thing you gave us.
And in case you can't make that resolution, I'm going to give you a bunch more here in just a minute. Let's go to the computer. There's our number if any of you need to call us. We're in Lexington now. A bunch of our friends are coming to see us there. GaryCJohnson.com in general, make sure this year you have your underinsurance that protects you and your family. And Happy New Year 2020, yay, yay, yay.
We're just a few hours ahead, but that's okay.
Right. What the heck. Now let's talk about some wonderful New Year's resolutions that my friends, that you might want to make. I looked them up and I put them on the screen. Do random acts of kindness, and it is amazing the return you will get.
Now explain that when you say the random act of kindness. This is from the heart, I think, what you're telling us.
You make a New Year's resolution that during this year, when I get an opportunity, I will do random acts of kindness that I've not planned. I'm just doing them because it's the good, right thing to do. Good New Year's resolution, right?
I've seen several times, and maybe some of our friends know this, that you're in line at the drive-thru and you get up there only to be told, hey, the car in front of you paid for your lunch.
It happens all the time.
Not knowing who's back there, but that's the
what I'm talking about.
random act of kindness that says, I want to give back.
Okay, back to the computer. Focus on a passion, not the way you look. The New Year's resolution, I will focus on a passion that I have, not the way I look. Simple. Another one, make a New Year's resolution that you will give at least one compliment to someone every day.
Now,
At least one.
let's discuss this, because this is in the Dale Carnegie book, How to Win Friends and Influence People. How many of you have had a compliment that you knew wasn't sincere? Somebody just threw something out for the sake of saying it. When you're talking about this compliment, you're asking our friends to look and to find something they admire that's worthy in the individual, and to be sincere when they give the compliment.
I was checking out groceries the other day, and there was this guy that had my groceries bagged just about as fast as that person could zip them through. I looked over at him, I said, you're the best at that I've ever seen. And it was the truth. It was a true compliment. Boom, 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 boom. That's what I'm talking about. If you see somebody doing something that's really pretty doggone good, give them a compliment. You see someone that's fixed their hair like I have, give them a compliment. How's that?
A sincere...
That will not be sincere.
Yeah, so if you tell me that I can sing or I can dance, I'm going to know that it's not a sincere compliment. So I think that's what my friend is pointing out.
So let's go back. I got a few more of those I want to share with you folks. Uh-oh. Make you a New Year's resolution, my friends, that this is a year that you're not going to do any gossiping. It's going to cut into your social life.
Yeah.
It's well worth doing.
That's going to be tough.
Exercise for your health, not weight loss.
Now that is good.
And I want to talk to you just a second about that, my friends. As we age, if we don't exercise and keep our health up, as far as being able to move, we will find ourselves in a position where we can't. You have a responsibility to see to it that you've done everything in your power to keep your strength up through walking, lifting weights or whatever, so that when you age, you will have enough strength to get up out of a chair if you can. Now, it may have happened that for some reason someone is in that situation where they couldn't do anything about it. I'm talking to those of you that still can do something about it. Exercise for your health. Don't say, I'm going to lose weight, therefore I'm going to exercise, because there's no connection between losing weight and exercise that I can find. You lose weight by not eating. You exercise for your health, not to lose weight.
Oddly enough, what you just pointed out is so true, that if you're walking and you're lifting weights and you're exercising, you may not see the weight go down because you're building muscle. And the muscle weighs more than the fat, so you may not lose any weight, but you're going to be physically more fit and you're going to feel better.
You need to exercise your legs so that you can get up and out of a chair as you get older, if you can. Exercise. And it's hard to make yourself exercise, isn't it? Because that little chatterbox says, let's exercise tomorrow, right? No, let's do it this evening. Let's don't do it right now.
Gary, that's the greatest example in the world that you've given. You can sit there and say, okay, I'm going to go up to the YMCA and I'm going to walk and I'm going to exercise. And here comes the chatterbox that says, oh man, you got to change clothes. It's cold outside. It's raining. Don't do it. Let's do it tomorrow. You go ahead and do it. You go walk a couple of miles. You get your heart rate up. You get some sweat. And here comes that little voice back going, doesn't this feel good? Why don't we do this every day? And I'm like, why don't you shut up?
It's the truth. Your chatterbox can't lose. It'll try to talk you out of doing something for your own good. Then when you do it, it congratulates itself for having you do it. That's just the way, that's life. That's just the way it is. But it's okay. You just have to learn to have the discipline to say to the chatterbox, I'm going to do it right now, and then you and I will celebrate later about the fact I did it, instead of waiting till tomorrow. And it's so easy to do. And then tomorrow you say, oh, maybe I don't need to do it today. No, shoot, I put it off so long it's too late to do it ever.
Yeah.
All of these excuses, come on. I'm too far gone. There's nothing I can do. Yes, there is. Yes, there is. Friends, exercise for your health. That should be a New Year's resolution in addition to your, but if you love yourself, you will exercise. Right?
I knew you were going to tie that back in. There comes the tie-in. So if you're happy with who you are and you love yourself, you're going to want to do that because it's going to be good for you.
And you'll take care of your body. Right? Okay, let's take a break and then we'll be right back for some more good New Year's resolutions.
Well, the good news is tomorrow will be the first day of the year, and what a great time to start everything that Gary is saying. Stay with us. We've got more to talk about as we close out 2019 and start the new year. This is Simply the Law with Gary C. Johnson.
Eastern Kentucky, southern West Virginia, and southwest Virginia. It can be a tough territory to reach when it comes to marketing. We can help. We can also help you find your identification. And we have plenty of services to do it and a lot of experience behind us, over 37 years. In fact, we've either booked or sold nearly $70 million in advertising in this region. You need a new voice, a new idea, a new concept? Casebolt Marketing. We're ready to go to work for you today. Our motto is nothing happens until you make it happen. So let's get started today.
Welcome back into Simply the Law. Friends, just so you feel good at home, it just dawned on me, all this great advice that Gary is giving. I know you guys are looking at the television and saying, hey, Gary, won't you start with your old buddy over there who looks like he's packed on 20 pounds before you tell all of us what to do? So
it was just 12.
12, yeah. So I'm in that boat, but I'm listening, and tomorrow's a new day. I get to start over.
You get a do-over tomorrow.
Absolutely.
Okay, let's go back to the computer. What's the next one? Clear the clutter out of your life. Make an absolute resolution that you're going to clear the clutter out of your life. And it may be some people. You never know. Okay? Write down one thing you're grateful for every night. That should be a wonderful New Year's resolution that you make, because you will find something you're grateful for.
That would be a great list at the end of the year to look at, too.
And remember, we started off with the big one, love yourself. I want to say it again, so you can see it in writing on the computer, my friends.
And Gary, let's talk about that, because some of our friends will say, okay, you said love yourself, I do. What's the big deal to move on? What you're pointing out to us is, if you truly love yourself, you would not do the things that you're doing to yourself. You wouldn't worry. You wouldn't get upset. You wouldn't mistreat your body. You wouldn't mistreat your mind. You wouldn't sit there and be unhappy and say, woe is me, because all of those things are detrimental to you.
If you can learn to truly love yourself, you will have the utmost self-confidence. You will be a pleasure for people to be around. You will smile. Your entire outlook on the world will change, because you will have come to understand truly where it matters, how special you are, that you are unique. You will understand all of those things, and you will become a better person. You will become a person that does things for other people. You will understand how precious and important other people are. All if you can just come to understand your own worth. My friends, there's some of you that are watching this program right now that have beat yourself down to nothing. And I know that. It's a shame you're doing it to yourself. You're doing to yourself what you wouldn't do to a stranger.
And let me ask you something, friend. We've got enough people out there that don't abide by the rules that you're talking about, that will say mean, hurtful things, criticize, condemn, and complain, and beat you down. Why would we put the icing on the cake and join them and do the same thing to ourselves?
I don't understand it, but I know it's there. And when something pops in my head, I know that it's time to talk a little bit about it. Now, I don't know why, it's just that way. And I know that some of my friends that are watching this program has beat yourself down, or you've let others beat you down to where you do not feel worthy of anything. You feel like you're worthless. And that's just not true. You are the person that was born. You're the little child that grew up. You're the one that had all the dreams and the aspirations of all the wonderful things in life that it had out there for you. You could see the blue sky. You could see the sunset. All of those things. And you could appreciate them. But yet, for some reason, deep down inside, you've come to think that of all this bounty out there, that you're not worthy. And it's just not true. Don't do that to yourself. Because if you do it to yourself, you cannot be of any benefit to anyone else. Now, once you understand and come to grips with who you are, and that you love yourself for whatever you are or however you look in the mirror and say, hey, bud, I love you. I'm going to be there for you every minute of every day, just like you're there for me. I love you. We're going to get through this together. It'll be okay. The good Lord made us this way. We are fine with it. Lord, I ain't going to challenge you for making me this way, because you obviously knew what you were doing, right?
Isn't that truly a disrespectful attitude toward the Creator, that you would put yourself down when this perfection that the Creator created is you?
Yeah, and but we lose sight of that. And some of my friends, I know for a fact that's watching this program, you've lost sight of that. Tomorrow is a new year. That's the year you're saying, I am going to love myself. That is my New Year's resolution. And watch it, the wonderful things that'll happen in your life. They will be so extraordinary, I promise you. They'll be so extraordinary that long about May or June, you'll want to call, hey, Gary, it's real what you said. It works. It's good.
You know what I love about this is if every one of us were to win the lottery tonight, we would wake up with that attitude. Mm-hmm. We would wake up with that spirit of I'm going to enjoy, I'm going to be happy, and here you are telling everyone you already won the lottery.
That's right.
You should already be celebrating.
Won the big lottery. Celebrate New Year's. Let's take our last break, and we'll be right back.
Man, I don't know about you guys at home, but I tell you, when he talks and he lays all of this out, it makes you feel guilty for ever frowning or not smiling or not being the person that says, thank you that I'm here. Thank you for tuning in. We'll wrap up the show when we come back. Gary C. Johnson and Simply the Law right after this.
People are asking, what is Judo Law? Judo is a martial art that uses the opponent's strength to defeat them by not opposing it directly. Gary C. Johnson created a method of practicing law based upon that principle. It worked so well, he named it Judo Law. To see the results, go to GaryCJohnson.com. To have Gary and his team of judo lawyers go to work for you, dial pound HURT. This is an advertisement.
Welcome back into Simply the Law. I thought during that break, you had a quote, I think, by the great President Abraham Lincoln, who said, "You will only be as happy as you decide to be." What you're pointing out to us in this program is, here's the good news. It's our decision.
It's a choice. Let's go back to computer. I got a few more good resolutions I want to get out there for my friends. Take the stairs. That'll be a little bit. Forget the elevators. Take the stairs. That'll be your New Year's resolution. Oh, and here's a good one, my friends. I will spend less time on social media, and I will not post anything that can get me in trouble. I will be respectful, and I will make sure I don't mess up my social media. Okay? You will be kind on social media. You will not say, they said this and I'm going to say this and blah, blah, blah. Nothing good ever comes of that. Don't do it. Don't do it. You will regret it if you do. Turn loose of your grudges.
What a time to do that.
Somebody told me the other day, said, "What's the fun in that?"
I've been holding on to this grudge for years. You want me to give it up?
Turn it loose. What do you mean? Let it go. As long as you hold a grudge, that person has a hold on you. Donate clothes you never wear. And that will be a bunch, I guarantee.
No doubt.
Avoid people who complain a lot. And you're going to do that. That's another one of your New Year's resolutions. You're going to avoid people who complain.
You'll be happier.
Nothing good can come of it. That's part of the clutter in your life. You're going to remove negativity or anything that makes you feel bad. You just get it out of your life. That's the part of the clutter. That's a New Year's resolution. Choose to be happy. It's a choice. Go to bed happy each night. Choice, my friends. It's a choice. And here's a good one for my friends. My happiness will be my responsibility this year. Isn't that a good New Year's resolution?
That could be the best of all.
I will talk less and I'm going to listen more.
Hard to do.
I will watch TV less, except for Simply the Law.
And I'm going to watch that more.
Oh, yeah.
I think I like that one the best of all. Well, that was good.
I couldn't resist.
You know, all of our friends say, how do I do all these things? I think you gave me the best answer. If you're so busy being happy, it's easy to say, I can't be around people who complain. I can't be around negativity. I don't have time for that because I'm going to be too busy trying to be happy.
You're going to be too busy loving yourself and life. Because once you love yourself, you will love life. Simple, my friends.
Great information. Happy New Year, my friend. And to all of you, on behalf of Gary Johnson, I'm Keith Casebolt. Happy New Year from Simply the Law.
Thank you for watching Simply the Law, a program created by Gary C. Johnson. Until next week, may you be safe, blessed, and happy.